from.
It's true, isn't it? Some of my classmates are fans of yours.
I see.
Do any of those girls ever actually confess to you, though? I get the feeling that they'd rather admire you from a distance.
Don't ask me.
So you don't deny it. That means they do confess. Have you ever gone out with anyone, Shinya?
I'm not good with stuff like that. I don't have time for a relationship anyway. I've got my hands full enough as it is. I have to live up to Sora and Yugo's expectations of me. And that—
on his face. If Gramps was the sun,
A sign that can only be seen by the worthy, huh? I wonder if it's like when you see faces in random patterns on the wall. It looks like nothing at first, but change your perspective, and all of a sudden, there it is!
I saw around 9 or 10 symbols in total. I couldn't quite make them out, but they weren't anything I recognized regardless.
Assuming you do find the sign, how are we supposed to get to the gate? Does a door to the other world just open up when you see it? Or maybe the sign itself is some kind of key to the other world.
yo, Mr. VP, remember when you and me buddied up to fight Sarugadai? She said something about how her precog analysis gives her different results depending on where she uses it. It's limited to answers that are possible for that specific plane. If there's a way to get to the gate in the other world from this plane, it could be related to our usual ways into the other world. You feel me?
Kokoro mentioned seeing some kind of symbols. I wonder what they were. Hiragana? Katakana? Kanji? The Latin alphabet? Greek? Cyrillic? Numbers even? It'd be nice if we had even the slightest clue what language it's in. Hopefully it ends up being something you can recognize.
Everything's certainly lively of late. I take it you're seeking the sign to the gate. If one could perceive the sign just like that, they'd know when they found it right off the bat. But what if you put it the opposite way? If someone could not recognize it, per se. The sign could appear right in front of their eyes, and yet, even then, they would never realize. But never mind all of these clues that frustrate. Make sure you're prepared when you go to the gate.
This feels just like when I got dragged into the other world!
Stay close, Chio.
What a bizarre development. What in the world did you do?
You managed to find the sign?
At this rate, everyone in the whole damn room's gonna get sucked in!
This is one precarious position you've picked to place a call. It's attempting to connect to the depths of the other world, if I had to guess. This pelter of powers past my prowess. My current capabilities can't control it. One could consider it like a black hole, drawing in all with a will in their soul. Steel yourself as best as you can. The trials ahead could subdue any man.
Everyone okay?
This kind of reminds me of the first time we got sucked into the other world.
Though the shock and fear isn't really there anymore, now that we've gotten used to it.
So this is the gate.
It's a little intimidating how big it is up close.
Monumental, in a word.
It was always so far away when we saw it in the other world.
So the god we've been talking about is behind this thing, right? The hell's this?
A terrible farce, that's what. Silly Ryotaro. That gate won't open for those who aren't worthy. Good evening.
She's alone. Has she split off from the Dean?
What happened to Sora and Yugo?
Oh, you're still worried about them? After everything they put all of you through? Shinya. You're an inspiration to loyal little lapdogs everywhere.
Everything they put all of us through? Don't tell me.
The despicable moment you and Sora did me in. The delightful time I had toying with Chio. I saw it all. Every one of my plans had been foiled. And it's all your fault. So don't blame me when things go south for you.
The fact that you will disappear, one way or another. What exactly are all of you gathered here for? Surely you don't hope to make a wish to that god.
Sora!
Thank you for worrying about me, Shinya. You're a kind boy. But I am not Sora Jingu any longer. I've graduated, in a manner of speaking. You've seen the memories, Shinya. You should already know. I am nothing more than the monarch of woe, a mere servant to my pact bearer. And while it's the first time I've introduced myself as such, I do have a name. Tristia.
Huh?
We were able to regain the memories preserved in our souls, thanks to your resonance. Memories of this world and its countless iterations. As well as that imposter of mine over there. I took the initiative in separating the two of us. She is now under the control of my pact bearer. Yes.
Thank goodness.
And what are you so relieved about? You really don't understand anything, do you? This is nothing more than bad ending number 5.
There's no need to mind their words. This is simply a matter of drawing the current story to a proper close.
Hugo?
Come here, Shinya. You have a role to play as a member of the Jingu family.
What role?
The role we play for the world. As for him, he must be removed from it entirely.
What are you talking about?
Cool it. Don't just go running over to him.
Mr. Date, would you mind not interrupting a conversation between father and son?
Can it, old man? How did you even get here anyway?
Only those worthy enough to see the sign should be able to access this place.
Hugo, what's going on here?
Hugo. All this time you've called me by that name. In truth, it is but a pseudonym I adopted in order to live in this country with Sora. It is not my true name. Now that the real Sora is gone, it is merely a name that rings hollow with melancholy. My true name is Hugo Cromwell.
It can't be. You're HC? The author of the Cromwell records?
Ah, so you're familiar with my work. That simplifies things.
If you wrote the Cromwell records, then you must have taken down all of the monarchs.
Then that means Hugo is worthy too?
You have my gratitude. Thanks to your resonance, it has all started to come together. Your power, animakinesis, served as the catalyst through which the restrictions placed upon me were removed. I have recalled my love for my dearly departed Sora. It has steeled my resolve to protect the world and the academy which she so loved, to carry on her will. You are the monarch of vanity, or rather a pale imitation of it. But regardless of the mistakes that resulted in your creation, I am grateful you saved me. No. You are but a pale imitation of it.
I don't care if he's a monarch, an imitation, or a mistake. I'm not going to let you talk to my brother like this. Even if someone did create him, he's still part of my family. He's still a human being.
A human being? And what makes you so sure of that? He is a creation. The powers he uses are an aberration. They are not of this world.
Just because someone made him doesn't mean he's less of a person. And the reason he has any powers at all is because he's a pact bearer. Just like you, Mr. Hugo.
We are nothing alike. That boy is no pact bearer. Allow me to dispel one of your many misconceptions. You have never encountered any mist corresponding to your authority. The same applies to your ideals. It's only to be expected. After all, you've never made a pact. Like Yoru, you are using my ideals as a source of power. Power once possessed by me. Moreover, while pact-bearers can indeed use authorities, they do not have the power to control fiends. The fact that you can do this is proof that you are not a pact-bearer, but an imitation of a monarch. You are not a person. You are a cheap replica of the monarch of vanity.
What are you saying? Mr. Bunny's the monarch of vanity. He's the one who made a pact with him.
Pride, wrath, envy, lust, greed, sloth, gluttony, woe, vanity. No more than 9 monarchs have ever existed. Over 40 years ago, Tristia absorbed the monarch of vanity, hoping to steal the power of animakinesis. With it, she intended to resurrect the real Sora, soul and all. But in the end, she was unable to control the authority of a different sin and was forced to abandon her efforts. When Yoru split herself off, the core of the monarch of vanity followed, and so did it end up seeping out, resulting in the incomplete imitation standing before us. In regards to you, Vanitas, as far as I know, there has never been mention of a monarch like you. You haven't formed a pact with anyone. There's no way you possibly could. Am I mistaken? Unfathomable thing.
How callous and cruel, calling me a thing. And yet, you are conclusively correct. Recall, if you will, how I always spoke back when questioned about your ideals or pact. You're asking for the unfeasible. Your thinking lacks even an inkling. It's really not all that surprising a twist. You can't void or locate what doesn't exist. Case in point. Have I ever manifestly mentioned myself as a monarch? Or been duly designated a demon?
Then, it's true?
He really isn't a pact bearer?
He is simply a monarch in the guise of a human.
It seems you finally comprehend the truth. He is vanity incarnate, playing at personhood. There is no value, no dignity in his life as a human. Yoru created you after countless failures. You've seen your hollow brethren, haven't you? Only one thing separates you from them. The reason you have an ego and will is because you possess the core of the monarch of vanity. You, Tristia, and Yoru are alike in one respect. You are free to develop an ego and a will. Imitate humans all you like. But you will never be one, no matter how much you look or act the part. Don't make the mistake of believing your own lie. Masquerading as man is a pathetic endeavor. Miss Aikawa, Miss Hinata, Miss Surugadai, Mr. Date, Shinya. I can gather the reason you've come here. Your wish is to save him, is it not?
And what if it is?
If that is indeed the case, then I am here to stop you. If you refuse to understand that there's no value in saving someone that isn't human in the first place, then you should know that the entity waiting ahead is dangerous beyond comprehension. Its power is no different from that of an authority. Rather, the authorities themselves stem from its power. It is extraordinary, supernatural, outside the bounds of rationality. No matter what it is you wish for, the world will be affected by its power. Even if you wished away the distortions and mist, another threat would appear to replace them. That is why it has been sealed behind the gate. I urge you all to reconsider. That is all I ask. I have no intention of hurting any of you. Tristia and Yoru will return to the other world as monarchs, and the barrier will be lifted. If Miss Surugadai and Mr. Date will not relinquish their powers, so be it. I will simply keep watch over them. The power of resonance has conveyed unto me the goodness that lies within you all. Do you understand? Were you to disappear, were everyone to abandon the notion of your continued existence, they could all live happily ever after. You are the only thing that stands in their way. You'll surrender yourself, won't you?
No! You can't! You can't give up! If you disappeared, I don't know what I'd do. You're my brother, no matter what anyone says. If your existence causes a world of distortions, then that's the world I'd rather have. If living in a world without distortions means you can't be there, then forget it. A happy ending without you isn't happy at all!
I agree with Chio. The reason we came here wasn't to save the world. It was to save you. You helped me forgive myself. If you disappeared now, I don't think I could do it again. You have to live. For me and you both.
How you were born and what other people say about you doesn't mean shit. You're you. You're the only one who can walk on my level. So keep your head up. Show us what you're made of. If you feel guilty about causing distortions just by being alive, then all you gotta do is make up for it.
I will never forgive you if you choose to give up. Who or what you are is of no consequence to me. My happiness is being together with you. I have so much more to learn about you. So please, don't leave us.
What a shame. I thought all of you had more sense than this. Shinya, you understand, don't you?
Hugo. You have the qualifications to make it here. You could go through the gate if you wanted. What did you end up wishing for?
Nothing. I couldn't. Had I revived Sora, the world she loved would have been annihilated. Sora, the real Sora, would never forgive me for that. I realized this right before I was about to utter my wish, and stopped myself.
So you made the Monarch of Woe replace Sora and tried to forget about everything instead.
Smart boy. It pains me to say this, but that was my fatal mistake. I succumbed to woe. It was my fault that demented Tristia started pitting students against one another like pieces on a board. The last few decades have been a nightmare, without end or meaning. There are no words to describe my shame.
Maybe so. But for a time, I felt like I was living in a dream. If you're going to deny everything about the Hugo I know, then you aren't him at all. You're just a stranger named Hugo Cromwell. You're special to all of us. So please, don't be like him. Don't deny being the vice president we all know and love. Especially if you care about us as much as we care about you. That's what I learned from you.
Lamentable, each and every one of you, bending to the whims of your egos, bringing distortions upon the world. All of you are truly deranged. You are no more than unsettled, driven to madness by your egos and desires. Unfortunately, it appears I will have to protect the world from the distortions myself. Tristia, Yoru, lend me your power. We must not hold back against them. Show no mercy.
Foolish humans. Struggle as you may, you won't stand a chance against our unbridled power. I shall purge this world clean of your filthy existence. Bear with me. Your compliance will not be necessary.
I refuse to meet a wretched and miserable end alone. You are my child, after all. If I have to go down, then I'll drag you to the depths of hell with me.
Things wouldn't have to end like this if you did not exist. None of those you hold dear would have had to get hurt. You should rue the day you were born, and rue it you shall.
Let's go, Nozomi!
For you.
I defy you! Sweet irony.
I'll protect you. Ha! You missed!
I can't lose. Here's your verdict.
I got this. No,
On your knees. On your knees. Here.
Wretched!
Humans truly are. I'm not going to.
Foolish. Devour them. Let's have some fun. So dull.
That hurts!
witness vanity. Sweet irony.
I'll protect you.
I can't lose. Atone!
I got this. No,
On your knees. You're finished. On your knees. Here.
There!
Following up.
You missed!
wretched.
Resistance is...
I don't feel
Let's have some fun.
That hurts!
I defy you. No, you're...
On your knees. On your knees. Heed my thanks.
I can't lose. Here's your verdict.
I defy you. Sweet irony.
I'll protect you.
Your birth.
You enter Nirvana.
Devour them. Let's have some fun.
I
can't lose.
On your knees.
No,
On your knees.
I defy you.
I won't lose.
Heed
Thanks. I defy you. Sweet irony.
I'll protect.
I won't lose. How's this?
I'll protect you. There!
Wretched.
Humans truly are. I'm not going to.
Devour them. Let's have some fun.
Witness vanity. Sweet irony.
I'll protect.
I can't lose. Face judgment.
I got it.
on your knees.
I got
On your knee. On your knees. You're finished.
You're mine.
On your knees. Heed my thanks.
Humans truly are. To the. Don't
I defy you.
I'll protect you.
Not yet.
I got this.
On your knees.
I got this.
On your knees.
Your birth was a mistake.
Humans truly are. To the depths of hell to.
Devour them.
Too slow. Counterattack.
Witness vanity.
I can't lose.
On your knees.
You missed.
I got it.
On your knees.
I got it.
On your knee. On your knees.
More. I got this. You're mine.
On your knees. Heed my thanks.
Resistance is to the depths of hell to.
I defy you. Sweet irony.
I have to stay focused.
Face judgment.
I got
On
I have to stay focused. Heal!
I got this.
on your knees. On your knees. Your
Oh my! No mercy!
It's in your hands. Very well.
Is this all you can do? No mercy!
Authority! Activate!
Such selfishness. Sweet dreams.
I defy you.
I'll protect you.
By your command. Sweet irony.
I can't lose.
I got this.
On by your command. By your command. By your command.
My!
You're
Regrettable.
On your knees. Here. Thanks.
Wretched eagle!
I defy you.
Here's your Got you!
I got
On your knees.
sweet irony.
I'll protect you.
I've got you! Following up.
I got this. No!
As you wish, my lord. As you wish, as you wish, my lord. Here. Thanks. Vengeance!
Sweet dreams.
Witness vanity.
Sweet irony.
I'll protect you.
Not yet. Atone! I'm with you!
Not half bad.
Devour them. Your
Pay your dues!
on your knees. Here.
I'll protect you.
I will prevail!
Witness, I won't lose.
Good.
These distortions shall not take our world!
More.
I'll protect you. It's over.
More.
Assistant.
I'm proud of you, Shinya.
I won't lose to anyone.
How could I lose to an ego that defies the state of the world? How could I lose to these emotions I've abandoned? I will not accept this. I refuse to accept this. I will not be defeated by the likes of you!
Cease with your struggling in vain. Your losing was long preordained. You, whose endeavors left nothing to show, have already lost to this world long ago.
Silence! Stay out of this, beast! Tricia! Yoru! Get up! Now! Damn it! Stand up and fight! I command you!
A pitiful man with no hint of esteem. Perhaps you were happier lost in a dream.
My monarchs, they're vanishing? But my ideals haven't been shattered.
Oh, on the contrary, they did just before. The second you threw your own wish out the door, you gave up your wish, your deepest desire. You quenched what was left of your heart's deepest fire. For years did your brittle ideals subside. They couldn't take having their purpose denied. Your prided principles have perished.
But I only gave them up for her sake.
You are but a fool of your own designation, fussing over matters above mortal station.
Hugo!
Lighten up a little. It's not like his life's on the line. Other pact bearers had similar ordeals. Part of his soul shattered with his ideals.
Wait. We weren't supposed to defeat Miss Sora and Yoru. The Vice President is going to disappear.
Damn it! Get the gate open already! We gotta shove him in there!
Will he make it in time? What if he disappears inside the gate?
Panic! Panic!
Calm yourselves.
We can't! He's about to disappear!
If you know something, tell us, Vanitas. What should we do?
You've all attained awareness of an almighty actuality. Even if he were to disappear, you need only to prove your worth once more, then present to the god what you wish for. His revival as a human soul. Or was that not your major goal?
No. This isn't about us bringing him back. I don't want to see him disappear at all. Not again.
Yeah, even if we did get him back, I've had enough taken from me already.
Please, Mr. Bunny, help us!
Humans are incomprehensibly strange. Every last one is completely deranged. You are a demon, plain and stark. One who had failed to become a monarch. Hugo's ideals supplied you with power. Losing them puts you in your final hour. Monarchs draw strength from ideals that rise by means of their pacts with their human allies. In different words, and this is a fact, someone among you all must form a pact. Do so, and even this monarch who failed will, through his ideals, be briefly bailed.
I'll do it. I'll make a pact with him. That's okay, right, Mr. Bunny? I'm not a pact bearer yet.
Indeed. Chio, tell him to live, lest he fall apart. Make it a wish from the depths of your heart. As for you, take an oath and swear a vow. that you will live, no matter how.
Please. Don't disappear. You're special to me. I'm begging you. You have to live.
It is insufficient.
Shinya?
You have to live. I'm worried about the distortions this will cause in the world. That goes without saying. But even so, I want you to stay alive. I want that so much it defies all logic and reason. That's my ego.
The light. It's getting brighter?
What's happening? Isn't this supposed to be a one monarch, one pact bearer kind of deal?
Exceptions exist. So long as their wishes are the same, souls of similar structure can share.
Like Akane and Sumire?
But they were twins, unlike any of us.
You share your recurring soul's memories, due to the resonance that he carries. Were that the cause, I'd not be surprised. The shape of your souls have harmonized.
Then in that case, I'll wish with you.
I will too.
Count me in. You guys couldn't do this without me anyway.
You have to live. I vowed to keep my promise to you. I don't want to feel the pain of breaking it ever again.
Without you, I'd be all by myself again. So live. Please, don't leave me all on my own.
Yo, Mr. VP. Don't give up, alright? As long as you keep going, I'll be with you every step of the way. So come on. Live!
I don't want you to disappear.
I made you a promise.
Stay by my side.
Don't even think about fading away on us.
Please. Stay with us. And live. I'm so glad!
By the way, Vanitas, is this our ideal?
It's pretty small compared to the ones we've seen before.
Defunct, defective, and dull. Just one look says it all.
Say that again!
His monarchhood is not quite up to snuff. His principles aren't condensed enough. Alas, the authority of vanity will be absent among you. However, If all you desire is for him to live, he should last for several days. Take or give.
That is relieving to hear.
Don't freak us out like that.
Now. Nozomi, and Ryotaro, Shinya, Chio, Kokoro. Step to the gate, make your way through. Do so, and surely your wish will come true.
Hey, Vanitas. Is what Mr. Yugo said true? That even if we wished the distortions away from the world, they'd just be replaced by some other threat?
That would depend on the way one perceives. Threats and distortions are what one believes. Change can impact things in various ways. Some you might see with a negative gaze. Whatever the case, if still you have faith in your ego and wishes left on your plate, then gather together your gumption and go into the gate.
You don't have to tell us twice.
Right. It wouldn't make sense to give up now.
Our resolve is firm.
Let's make our wish, everyone. We have a promise to keep. What's wrong, Chio?
Shouldn't we take Mr. Yugo to the infirmary first? I'm sure all of us are tired, too. Plus, we don't know what's waiting for us on the other side of the gate. Maybe it'd be better if we took a break and come back?
Huh. You got a point there.
Agreed. Preparation is important, and the gate will not go anywhere.
Sounds like a plan. I'll carry Yugo back with us.
All right. Let's return to the classroom and come back after we've had some time to catch our breath. Thanks for looking out for us, Chio.
Of course!
Anyway, we're gonna head back to the academy for now. See you in a bit.